Let's talk about how Nick Fury became the 616 universe's Watcher. All of this began when the villains Dr. Midas the Orb and Exterminatrix had stolen the Watcher's armory and one of his eyes. Now, in case you didn't know, a Watcher's eye is very important because that is actually where they store all the information that they've seen. So, Fury makes a trip to the moon where Uatu lives and then interrogates him on what exactly has happened. You see, all the Watchers take an oath to observe, never to interfere, even though Uatu has interfered several fucking times over. I don't know why this one time he put his foot down and was like, no interfering now. Since Uatu wouldn't tell him who did this and who was running around with a Watcher's eye, that could be very dangerous, Fury felt like he had no other choice but to kill Uatu and then take his other eyeball to figure out who had stolen the first one. Now, if you notice at this point, Nick Fury's a lot older looking than he normally is during all of this. Because the Infinity Formula that was used to keep him young for all those years was down to his last dose. He had burned up all of it that was remaining in his blood. And since Bucky Barnes was dying at the time, Nick used his last dose of the Infinity Formula to save Bucky's life. With the old bastard actually aging now, he's nearing his death and hoping that one of the heroes he's recruited is going to take his place. When I say take his place, he's done a lot more than just like CIA and SHIELD work. It turned out for every underground creature that would pop out in Manhattan, Nick Fury had already killed 5 more underground. For years he had kept alien threats away from Earth by any means necessary. It included starting wars between entire galaxies or even planetary genocide. I was telling all of them this because killing a Watcher and taking his eye may seem horrible to them, but to him it was always very necessary to take the extra step to protect people. Dr. Midas eventually is attacking the Watcher's citadel, and Nick Fury is able to use the other eye that he had stolen to overload Midas's powers, seemingly killing him. But Fury seemingly died as well in the process. But it turned out that the Watchers had other plans for him. Since Uatu was gone and no one was there to fill his place, they chained Nick Fury, swore him to silence, and made him the new Watcher of the 616 universe, known as the Unseen. And Fury actually stayed the Watcher for a couple of years in our time until Uatu just magically popped out of his own eyeball that was in Nick Fury's head and is back now. And if you want a full video on this, please just let me know in the comments.